welcome back to another episode of Man in the Mango Tree. Clearly, we are not under the mango tree, unfortunately, but the show must go on. It's your boy Toby, and with me on the couch today we have Chenece. Chenece is one of my long-standing clients turned friend, and I think Chenece has a very interesting story to tell, one that might inspire others. Telling it today might inspire or re-inspire her own self. So welcome.
Thank you.
We're gonna jump straight in. What did life look like just before the diagnosis for you?
So life before diagnosis was a good one because, as you know, I got married like a year before. Yeah, where were you, Toby? Anyway, so as a newlywed, you're now looking forward to having your family, you have your husband, you're looking forward to having kids. Career-wise, I was building my career in the finance sector. Wouldn't say what it is, but yes, in finance. And everything was A-okay with me.
So what do you think at that point in time was your biggest dream?
That's a hard question, but
That's what the couch is for, hard questions.
at that point in time, I don't know. Just go with the flow at the point in time. Just go with the flow.
All right, so keeping that in mind, at what point did you kind of realize something wasn't right beyond us fighting up with that shoulder injury?
Well, to be honest, I didn't realize. My husband did.
Okay.
So what I did realize, though, is that my weight started to drop. But in my mind, I thinking, oh boy, Toby walking.
You and me too. You and me both.
So I'm thinking, Toby walking. But I was losing weight too rapid.
Yeah, I remember.
Right? And then I didn't notice it, like I said before, but there was an afternoon that I came home from work and my husband would get a notification that I reached home. And he found I was taking too long to come out of the car, but I was on the phone now. So he come by the window and he watching at me, but I was just finishing up the conversation. So by the time he got to the window, getting out of the car, he realized that I'm literally lifting my legs out of the car. I didn't take it on because to me, I was like, all right, legs working. So when I got inside, he's like, you realize what you're doing? I was like, what are you talking about? He said, you are lifting your legs to come out of the car. That's not normal. I said, no, my muscles sore. It was leg day. Toby worked me hard. He's like, okay. He continued monitoring. To me, it was like, no, normal. Because I know some days, leg day just be hard, right?
That's how it go.
So he continued monitoring, like I said, and then eventually I picked up on it and I was like, I'm doing this thing too often. Something is wrong. And then progressively, I realized that I was getting weaker and weaker. Not to mention, I was falling as well. So in walking, I am thinking that I am moving my legs properly, but my muscles are beginning to get so weak that I'm dragging my feet and I'm tripping. So something not right.
Something is not right. So from these early discoveries of, damn, this is not leg day, I'm becoming clumsier. What was that journey like from yikes to myositis? And I hope I finally got that right.
You did. That journey, it was scary because everything is unknown. So in that space of the unknown, what is happening, what is going on, why is this taking place? And not having answers is the scariest part because you don't know what life is going to be like, what is going to happen next. And the scary part for me was the inevitable death.
Yeah, I remember those early conversations. So I'm sure a lot of people will be curious, I mean, as we all will. In your words, what is myositis? The Chenece version.
Chenece version of myositis is WTF. That's exactly what it is.
And when you add on WTF to, let's say, mommy or auntie, how would you describe it?
For them, I would say basically what it is your muscles are progressively getting weaker and weaker. And with my type of myositis, mind you, there's several different types. I have polymyositis, meaning many. Myositis is inflammation of the muscles. So what it does is my muscles, proximal muscles become inflamed, whereas they become weak with the inflammation.
So, at this point in time, recently married, this yikes now has a name. How did that reshape how you saw yourself? You know, not just as a wife, but as a woman, now with something, a title attached.
Honestly, Toby, I felt useless. At that point in time, I felt useless because I didn't know what my disease was. I didn't know how to handle things. And I didn't know what was next. And that was the scary part. So I felt useless.
That must have been a tough phase. I know I've asked myself this question, having a ringside seat to your journey, but how has the hard times and having your partner, Jason, what has that taught you? What has he taught you?
Jason, honestly, is tough lover. So majority of it was like, come on, pick yourself up, put on your big girl panties. I mean, there were certain points where he's like, all right, take it easy. You're going through a lot. But the bigger picture was, we fight in this. And he hardly shows emotions too. So I can't say much of what he was feeling, but I know at the same time he wanted us to get through. The aim was to get to the other side successfully.
So I think that must have been a big help for you. And with that support, that encouragement, that tough love, and your journey to the other side, do you find yourself missing the old version of Shanice? And how do you hold space for yourself and that feeling?
Well, I had to come to the realization that yes, better will come, but it just won't be the same as before. The most important thing is life, and I have that.
And you have that, and we're very thankful. Yep. You're here to still talk shit in the gym. Do you feel like, as you're now, I guess, coming over the other side, do you feel like the physical milestones that you're now sort of checking off? I know you messaged me about being able to do crunches now. I can imagine the big grin behind that message. Do you feel that is now playing a part in how you feel about yourself and how you see yourself?
Yeah, because from jump, when the muscles started to get weak and I couldn't do more or less anything for myself. From the time I started to make progression, and I could have gotten off the bed for myself, or as simple as take out food for myself or something. That was my win to me. So I had to celebrate these small wins. And one of my friends, big up Whitney, she told me, she said, you have to celebrate the smallest wins, no matter how small they are, celebrate the smallest wins, because that is progress for you.
So besides celebrating the small wins, how else would you say that you had to shift your mindset from that point where your body was not cooperating with you to now?
I had to take it easy on myself. I realized that I had to take it easy on myself. Yes, I want to do things, and I really wanted to get things done, but I had to give myself some grace. Not only physically, but mentally as well.
At what point did you kind of like regain hope or
And make that switch?
and make that switch that, hey, I could live a full, happy life?
Honestly, I don't know at what point I really did make that switch, but I think it had to do with getting help in the sense of mental health. Talking to somebody, yeah, that really did help a lot.
On a scale of like 1 to 10.
How much it helped?
Yeah.
10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 out of 10. So I always tell people, mental health is a serious thing. Having experienced it for myself, mental health is a serious thing.
I would echo that sentiment. I know there are lots
After I
of...
give you a talk to the new job.
Wow. Are we going to go there? No, we're not going to go there right now. So as I mentioned, you've been with DBA for a little while. Apart from Keston saying, this is who you need to go by, what kind of like made you come into DBA and from jump?
I don't know. I think I like your vibe plenty. He annoys me, but I'll tolerate him. He's remember myself plenty too now, miserable.
Wow, I don't think anybody's as miserable as you, but moving on, if we think about that day where you shuffled up the stairs and you're like, hey, Toby, I am looking to come back into the gym. What do you think really, what would you say to somebody about DBA that kind of made you think, okay, I need to come back here now?
Well, to be honest, I love physio. I enjoy physio. Big up Steven. But I really did miss the gym.
Oh.
I really did. I think I messaged you several times and be like,
yeah, I will admit you did. I'm not sure if I believed you 100%, but I did.
Seriously. I missed the gym and I was happy when I asked my physiotherapist, hey, do you think I'll be able to go back to the gym now? And when he said, yeah, I think you could go back to the gym. Just be careful of certain things, you know. And when he told me that, it was the first place I stopped on the way back home. Yeah.
So, thinking of how you viewed fitness before and your journey, your challenges, etc., would you say that coming to the gym now feels more like a gift and something that you look forward to?
Yes, definitely. Yes. 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 And you can tell from when I message you, you're like, Toby, new level unlock. I could do X, Y, and Z.
Yep. Yeah. I think that's probably what kind of prompted to have that question in there. So, somebody having a diagnosis like yours or any injury or challenge that had put them out of gym for quite a while, somebody who's afraid to get back into it, what advice would you give them based on your experience?
I would say give yourself some grace, first of all. Don't rush it, but eventually make up your mind to get back into the gym and get your body moving. Because with my disease, the only way we could battle it is to keep moving.
What is something that you have gained since then to now that is kind of like unexpected?
Something like what, babe?
I don't know. What has shocked you? Like your strength, the mindset?
Actually, my resilience.
The resilience, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
And that resilience, your journey, I guess one would assume this new appreciation for life. What do you think are like the top two or three things that you fiercely defend or protect now?
My sanity, my time, and I think my mental health. Well, I guess sanity will go into that, right? So sanity, mental health, and time. Definitely those two things.
You know, I'll put in a plug for your partner here. I'll defend the fellas on this time. You know? Anyway, if your body could talk to you now, what do you think it would say?
I think it's a good job.
Good job.
Yeah, good job. I think I'll also say you're a fighter.
Kudos again. Give me one sentence that defines your version of wellness, how you see wellness now.
Since after my diagnosis, being able to move, being able to do the things that you want to do, and enjoying it. Yeah.
You didn't obviously ask for myositis, but it clearly asked something of you. What do you think that might be? Why do you think you've been presented with this challenge?
I think it was telling me to slow down. I think it was honestly telling me to slow down.
That message to slow down comes to people in different modes. Well, thank you very much, Chenece. It's been a pleasure having you in the couch.
You're welcome, Tom.
Good job on holding those tears in. Folks, another episode of Man in the Mango Tree in the Bag. That's a wrap. See you next time.